Up next, we are going to highlight a relatively new nonprofit, one that you may not have heard about before. I know I hadn't. It's called Food with Purpose. Amber Raleigh is here joining us today to tell us all about this incredible idea. I'm so excited to hear more, Amber. Thanks for being here.
Hi, good morning. My name is Amber, as she said, and we are with the Grow Food Truck. We are a brand new nonprofit here in Park City, and we are a food truck that focuses on creating social equity through food and also bringing food security to our community. But we're also plant-based, so being a plant-based food truck allows us to also support environmental sustainability, animal compassion, and to create connections in the community.
So this is a pay what you can food-based, plant-based food truck. So the idea being that individuals who may be struggling to make ends meet can still get that healthy plant-based food.
Absolutely. And, it's so cool to hear all of the things that the Christian Center has done in creating food security in our community. And really, what we do is just build on the foundation that they've already done, which is a lot of times people have the access to the food, but they don't know how to prepare healthy plant based food, or they don't know how to prepare food that's going to be nutrient dense for them. So, allowing people to come to the food truck and pay what they can for a healthy meal allows them to try tasty things that they wouldn't have been able to try necessarily on their own. And then they can take that amazing food that they get from the food bank and create some more nutrient dense food for themselves at home.
Which is so important for your health, for your cognitive abilities, all the things that
Mm-hmm.
you really need to function. And it's just really sad that everything that is very inexpensive, if you are on a budget to buy, isn't the most healthy. So it's nice to see that you're considering this and taking in all these ideas and really making something that works right here in our community.
Absolutely. One of the definitions of food insecurity is malnutrition. And there's been a shift from communities looking at how to collaborate with the people in the community who have needs. And one of them is creating a more nutrient dense opportunity. And, during COVID, we saw so many people who didn't have access to food because they couldn't leave their homes, whether they had been quarantined, they were in shelter in place, maybe it wasn't safe for them to travel. And so, one of the cool things about the food truck is that we can actually bring food to communities that may not be able to access it as well. And if we end up in a shelter in place or any sort of, modified version of that, we're hoping that we can be a solution here in the community and partner with the other nonprofits who have just been so gracious and welcoming to have us here.
I'm glad you brought that up because you aren't doing this in isolation. You are working, as you mentioned, with other nonprofits such as Community That Cares to make sure that you are meeting the needs, getting the word out there, and really having this organization make sense within the bigger picture of Park City.
Absolutely. You really can, none of us could, collaborate with those in need in our community without the great organizations. I was giggling at the cute ad right before this with Connect Summit County and their support for mental health and how they align with Christian Center. And it's just so beautiful to be part of this community. We relocated the nonprofit from Colorado specifically to Park City because we wanted to be aligned with other organizations that really knew how to nurture the individuals in the community. And, the whole concept was birthed out of the Great Recession, which was, everyone needed something in the Great Recession. And sometimes asking for help isn't that easy. So, a big focus that we offer is being able to connect in the community with dignity when you do have needs. And that's one of the things we're doing with this partnership with Communities That Care is creating connection opportunities because many people are so isolated. It may be not a financial need, but there's an emotional and a mental need. So we're really excited about creating food truck community events, and that's something we're looking forward to in 2021.
It's all interconnected, and in creating Food with Purpose, you've brought in all these different ideas and priorities, but you're also including environmental sustainability, and you're also thinking about families that have food allergy issues.
Absolutely. I probably have one of the longest lists of food allergies, and food is such an emotional part of our lives. And when you have to make a decision 3 times a day, what you eat to keep yourself healthy, it can be kind of exhausting and tiring. And imagine a busy family here in the community that finds out their kid or one of their family members is gluten-free or has a dairy allergy. And, the restaurant community here has done such a good job about nurturing food allergies, but we are very focused on food allergies. We're gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and very aware that a lot of us have to eat very specifically for our health.
Well, Amber Raleigh, thank you so much for joining us today from Food with Purpose. If you want to find out more about this organization, head to, once again, LivePC, givepc.org. Click on Donate, and they have a great search tab where you can put in all of these organizations that you're curious about. And each one has a good description, a good summary of what they're doing, who they are, and how you can donate and where your money will go. So once again, thanks to Amber from Food with Purpose. We'll be back with Charlie Sturgis of Mountain Trails right after this.